Howdy. Here on an adventure to the National Medal of Honor Museum here in Arlington. Just opened somewhat recently. Haven't been, so I thought it'd be cool to check out. It's in a cool spot. You can see it's over by in Arlington. That's the old Ranger Stadium, and the new Ranger Stadium is back over there. So it's a dope looking building. Looks like it's all supported by just these 4 columns there. And a cool staircase up to it. So let's check it out, I guess. Get down this cool ramp. Donors, I guess, to make it happen. Roger Staubach right there. Cool building. Morning. Okay, just got my tickets. $40 got me in. So there's 3 different options. There's a $30 option, just the tour. There was this is a pretty view. There was a $40 option, which I got, that includes just the general admission tour, plus a virtual reality experience that they call it the Dust Up. They put you in a 1960s medevac. So I'll try that out. And then they had a VIP, which is like $60. That was a guided tour. So I went for the middle option. Anyways, let's go check it out. Walk upstairs or head up.
So we are on like a 6-minute hold, because as soon as you go upstairs, we have a video, like an introductory video that plays in the 360 theater. So they just started that for a group. So it's gonna be about 6 more minutes.
Okay.
So either if you want to walk around, take a seat, or gift shop cafes that way, but just keeping in mind only bottled water upstairs.
Okay. Thanks.
Thank you.
Back in 6 minutes. So we're gonna go check out the gift shop. Oh, right. Oh, I also found out, so this opened in March. Can't remember the exact date. March 6th, maybe? But March of this year on the National Medal of Honor Day. So it's July right now. So it's only been open about 3 months. These are cool. Little field books. How much is that? 15 for 3 field books? Looks like Britt Sablinski signed these baseballs. $50. That's cool. Medal of Honor action. Slabinski received the Medal of Honor for his actions during the Battle of Takur Gar, Afghanistan on March 4, 2002. He aided in the defense of his team's position when their helicopter was forced to make a crash landing from an enemy attack for 14 hours. He protected the mountain position until the hill was secure and his team was extracted. Sweet. Thank you for your service, Britt. That's cool. I like a rifle. There's a Medal of Honor. It's cool. Bass Pro Shop, Medal of Honor hat. Drop my ticket. All right, I think we're about ready to go back. It's cool. So that's flag only has 34 stars. It's cool. I wonder where that's from. Oh, kind of a small little a Yeti cooler. All right, hopefully it's time to go back up. I'll head back. All the names of all the Medal of Honor recipients, I suppose. Oh, wow, this is the column that's holding the building up. It's the library. I wonder if I can go in there. Nope.
You might hold it up and get
Oh, yeah.
do a walk. That'd be a pretty cool walk.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. That's a good idea. Start over here. Yeah, that's a good idea. I'm gonna do that. So this is every name?
This is every Medal of Honor recipient.
How many is it?
There are 3,428.
Oh, wow. 3,429. Wow.
A little over half of that.
Yeah. And each one of these is the foundation, I guess, holding the building up.
Right, so there's 5 columns,
Yeah.
one for each branch of service that has an element.
Oh, wow. It's cool. Thanks. Okay, just let me through. You can take the elevator or the stairs. I opted for the stairs, obviously. So pretty. I don't know if pretty is the right word, but cool. Cool looking, for sure. Howdy. There's like a fort in the staircase. It's cool. Can already feel the AC coming through.
Hello. I can't get both doors. Hello.
Hello, thanks.
Oh, that's 108 stairs.
Oh, wow.
125 steps, so.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Take a breather.
I'm starting here?
Yeah, this is where we're going to start.
Okay.
So, welcome to the Medal of Honor experience. This is our 360-degree theater.
Okay.
And now that you're here, I can start my introduction. So, you can
Okay.
have a seat. There's seating straight ahead. There's all the way around.
Okay, thanks.
So, all right, everyone, welcome again to the Medal of Honor experience.
From the battlefield in Gettysburg to the beaches of Normandy to the jungles of Vietnam. In every Medal of Honor story, you'll find members of our military who faced grave danger on the battlefield. Each risked their own life to take action. They overcame incredible odds to protect their fellow soldiers and turn the tide of battle.
The Medal of Honor is a medal that nobody wants. Because it represents the worst day of your life.
December the 7th, 1941. It was early in the morning. All of a sudden, I heard machine guns going off. And I saw incoming Japanese planes. And they just blew the hell out of that place.
They had us outnumbered, outgunned. We had guys cut off and isolated, running out of ammo, and in a dire situation, something had to be done.
I made up my mind. I wasn't going to run. I wasn't going to surrender. When I gave the word, we all started running straight into the 200-man line and 5 machine guns going point blank at us.
We're in a delicious firefight. And I remember I saw this person about to be nailed with 2 hand grenades. All of a sudden everything stopped. And as I got to him, I threw myself on him. The hand grenades went off. And I got hit.
was still alive. But we had two guys bleeding to death. And, you know, these were my guys. So when I heard the call, man, don't care how heavy the fire was, I went to him. It's a brotherhood. You just don't leave your family. You go in together and you come out together. That's the way it is.
We are very proud of you, and most of all, we're proud of what you represent.
Despite his severe wounds and under intense enemy fire,
He vanquished his fear and fought not for glory, but for a cause larger than himself.
he risked his life that day to protect his fellow American soldiers, and his heroism helped many of them escape.
And in doing so, he displayed the essence of true heroism, the urge to serve others at whatever cost.
For conspicuous gallantry at the risk of his life above and beyond the call of duty, a nation grateful to you and to all your comrades living and dead awards you its highest symbol of gratitude, the Congressional Medal of Honor.
I'm not a hero. I was just doing the job. The heroes were those guys that did not get to come home. They did more than their job.
I didn't feel right putting the medal on. To this day, I know I don't deserve it. I got 10 names carved on a wall in Washington that were my men who deserved it. And so, it's not my medal. I wear it for them.
All of us understand that we have a responsibility to tell the story of everything we saw and everyone we lost, even though it's hard. We do this so you can know that their sacrifices and ours are for you. You are worth the time in a hospital bed, the scars on our bodies. You are worth protecting. You are worth fighting for. You are worth it.
Powerful. Now we're in the museum. Got some medals right here. Wow. Navy. There's the Army. If I can see the difference. Oh, there's the Navy. You can see the little Navy anchor. There's the Army Eagle. Air Force. I didn't know they had different ones. That's interesting. Oh, that's interesting. Pyramid of Honor. Purple Heart's pretty far up. midway up for getting shot or injured. That's cool. Audie Murphy from Farmersville.
outnumbered, outgunned, and I remember quickly realizing things were going from bad to worse. We had guys cut off and isolated. And in that dire situation, we knew something had to be done. Texas Legislative Medal of Honor. I didn't know there's a Texan Medal of Honor. White House jelly bean jar. Jelly bean jar. Ooh, look at that, Mare Dolphins. See that, Kyle? Navy SEALs use Mare. Sick. I got some Mare fins. Just like that. Mine have ridges in them.
Eagle Scout. Sick. I'm an Eagle. That's cool. Survival radio, that is cool. That watch is sick. Hamilton. Seal Trident, it's so cool. Cool, FBI Director Ranch. Cool Zippo. That's cool. Remember Chapel uses battlefield ciborium during the Korean War. Held the Eucharist host and consecrated bread. She's a Catholic communion. That's crazy. It's beautiful though. Wow, it's beautiful. Awesome. Sick ladder.
That's what it was trying to X-ray. Saw that shrapnel and to respond. That's not the first I've heard of. There was many instances where soldiers just they would just jump on it to protect people around them.
Jeez. Wow. Prosthetic arm. Wow. Look at this, you kind of like play with this. That's cool. That's cool. Saved all day fun of that. That's cool. They're cool medals. Tiffany Cross.
And then we would grab him by the wrist and pull him on board while the enemy is trying to get us. Sure enough, it worked.
The Army had assigned me a helicopter in Vietnam. That's the way we got to battle. Couldn't get there any other way. I remember one day, 1965, we flew our men into a landing zone. And it was just the wrong place at the wrong time. And the enemy sprays 50 bullets into my helicopter, right straight through the windshield. I turned back to my crew, and all four of us had wounded. But we lift off and get out of there. But some of our men were still stuck there. An hour later, the colonel says, I need a volunteer to come back in and haul out my boy. And I volunteered. I flew until 10:30 that night. I put in 14 and a half hours that day. And I managed to get those wounded people out of there without getting killed. It's a soldier's trust. It's you and your buddy. You try to keep him alive, and he tries to keep you alive. It's that simple.
And then we would grab him by the wrist and pull him on board while the enemy is still trying to get us. And sure enough, it worked. Believe it or not, I did this 3 different times. 29 people were saved. That was all the only that were there. Landing a Huey in a war zone is always dangerous.
Howdy.
How are you?
Is this the dust off?
This is the dust off experience. Do you have a
I
ticket
do.
already? Love it. All right, this is a minute.
Okay.
My friend Molly is kind of already briefing someone
Mm-hmm.
on the mission. So.
This is Rebel 6. Request dust off. Request dust off.
Dust off was the most famous call sign in Vietnam, and it meant one thing and one thing only. Someone is hurt. A dust-off mission was a rescue mission, and I was a pilot. So someone would get shot, wounded out in the jungle. We would get the call. And then you have what you call the golden hour. So from the time the guy was shot until we had him in the operating room, if we were within the golden hour, 99% of them survived. It was the most effective battle operating system ever. And now you are about to experience what it's like to fly a dust-off mission. Now, when you're flying in a Huey helicopter going into a battlefield during combat, It was the most dangerous flying in Vietnam. But fear is an emotion. Courage is a decision. And I can't think of anything else as exhilarating as saving a human life. And so I want you to remember, when you're flying a dust-off mission, the patient is everything. And it's your job to overcome the obstacles, to sweat your way in there, getting that person out and putting them into the life-saving hands of a physician as quickly as you can. No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
We had a full ambulatory patients on board. We'd like to have fuel waiting for us.
We have the greatest mission in the world, saving lives. Fly safely.
Okay, so I just finished the dust-off mission. It was pretty cool. You can either be the mechanic or the pilot, I believe, the co-pilot, or the medic. I chose the medic. Basically, you're saving people and assessing their wounds as they get on the helicopter. But you have VR headsets, so you can look around and see the river as you're flying by and look at all the jungle and stuff. So it was cool. Definitely worth it. It was $10, so it was cool. It was worth it. Check it out. Continue walking around here. All right, continuing on after the dust-off mission. Finish the rest of the museum. Purple Heart. There's a typewriter. For you kids out there, that's like an old school computer. Old school iPad. Right there. Again, for those of you that are a little younger, that's called a dollar bill. People used to use actual hard currency instead of credit cards and their cell phones for everything. I like $2 bills. They're cool. Oh, and you get a certificate too. Huh. That's so cool. Wow. Wow. Prisoner of War identification tag. Wow. Love that hat. So cool. these patches. So cool. Ace of Spades.
We're journey with it.
Jewish Holy Scripture, interesting.
Go over there. It goes over. It's 12 seconds. You got 12 seconds to make it. Oh, we don't got 12 seconds. Yeah, we're not gonna make it. But can you get in front of that? Because you know to get in front of the words.
We can stand in front of these things. Go ahead. Welcome home, Dad.
Unless you want to go down the stairs.
I know I held in that brick. November 12th, 1942, during the naval battle of Guadalcanal, U.S. San Francisco sustained approximately 45 shell hits when the Japanese naval vessels. This damage randomly removed from the navigation bridge during repairs was struck by a 6-inch shell. Wow. Signature of the honor received to attend the grand opening. A beautiful museum. Definitely worth the money.